From the Sony Pictures Studios, this is Jeopardy!
Welcome to Jeopardy! Have fun and good luck to all of you. We've got some very challenging categories for you in this round. Are you ready?
Vocabulary. Cats. 50s film facts. English grammar. Fruits and vegetables. Colonial Americans. Player one, start us off.
A woman who practices this is called a yogini.
Player one. Exactly.
All right, pick again.
It's a comfortable name for a teapot cover.
Player three. That's it, exactly.
That puts you in the lead.
Player three, your turn.
You can eat the pod as well as the seeds of the oriental snow variety of this vegetable.
Player one. That's it, exactly. Okay, contestant one.
These are made by dehydrating plums in an oven.
Player three. That's it. Contestant three, it's your turn.
This Disney film, based on a book by Englishman Lewis Carroll, had its world premiere in England in 1951.
Player two. Yes. All right, contestant two.
When Sandra Dee played this tiny beach bunny, James Darren was Moondoggie and Cliff Robertson played Kahuna.
Player two. That's correct.
All right, pick again.
Elizabeth Taylor was a year younger than James Dean when they made this 1956 film.
Player two. That's it, exactly.
All right, pick again.
Claire Booth Luce protested the 1955 Venice showing of this Glenn Ford, Sidney Poitier high school film.
Player three. Yes. Contestant three, it's your turn.
Members of the Laurel family include cinnamon, sassafras, and this guacamole ingredient.
Player one.
That's it exactly.
It's your turn, player one.
Answer, nearly double. Player one, please make your wager.
The hydrogenated oil of this palm fruit has been used as margarine's primary ingredient.
Player one.
Good guess, but that's wrong. This is a difficult board. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Heads up, its name is the Italian word for flowering cabbage tops.
Player two. Exactly.
It's your turn, player two.
Jimmy Stewart spies on his neighbor Raymond Burr in this Hitchcock classic.
Player one. You are correct.
Player one.
From the Latin mango, salesman, this word can stand alone, but usually follows fish or gossip.
Here is the correct response. All right, player one.
Something that displays eutexia does this easily, like ice cream.
Player one.
Exactly. All right, pick again.
A baby doctor.
Player one. Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
Also known as an interrogation mark, it ends an interrogative sentence.
Player one.
That's right. All right, pick again.
Generally, adverbs end with these two letters.
Player one.
To be sure. All right, pick again.
It's the word used incorrectly in the sentence, "My friend and myself attended the party."
Player 2?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, player 2.
One of the first of these cats in the U.S. was given to Mrs. Rutherford B. Hayes by the consul in Bangkok.
Player 3.
No, I'm sorry.
Player 1? That's correct.
Player 1, it's your turn.
Can, may, and should are considered auxiliary ones.
Player 2? Yes.
It's your turn, player 2.
In 1774, this Pennsylvanian was stripped of his Deputy Postmaster General's office.
Player 2? Why, yes. That puts you in the lead. All right, pick again.
In 1622, John Rolfe, widower of this Indian princess, was presumed killed in an Indian massacre.
Player 2? To be sure. All right, pick again.
From 1733 to 1743, this future British general served as Georgia's first governor.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
In 1636, he bought land at the head of Narragansett Bay.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
It's acceptable to end a sentence with one of these parts of speech, as in, she knew what to look for.
Player 3.
Right you are.
Contestant 3, it's your turn.
Since 1910, the English have called this Iranian cat the long hair.
Player 3.
Correct.
All right, pick again.
In a condition called heterochromia iridis, one of the cat's eyes remains this color from birth.
Player 2. Yes.
Player 2.
Tradition says he was the first pilgrim to set foot on Plymouth Rock.
Here is the correct response.
What'll it be, player 2?
The first Cornish Rex was a mutant kitten named Collybunker, who was born in this English duchy in 1950.
Player 3. No, too bad. Sometimes you get a tough one.
Anyone?
Here is the correct response.
And to finish the board,
The four categories of this cat are Rumpy, Rumpy Riser, Stumpy, and Longy.
Player 3. Yes, indeed.
All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
Okay, let's get on to the double Jeopardy round. And now the categories for the Double Jeopardy round.
Rulers, science, tea time, in quotation marks, French cuisine, myths and legends, signs and symbols.
Okay, player 3, you start us off.
It's the profession of a person who makes and alters clothes.
Player 1. Right you are.
What'll it be, player 1?
This magnificent building contains the tombs of Shah Jahan and his wife.
Player 1. That's correct.
All right, pick again.
It's the study of the Earth's crustal structure and the forces that change it.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
It can mean final or fatal.
Player 2. Exactly.
Player 2, your turn.
Many say this country's ruler, Zhu Xi, gave a deathbed command to have her nephew, the emperor, killed.
Player 2.
That's correct. All right, pick again.
This country's King Harold III was the half-brother of St. Olaf.
Player 3.
That's it exactly.
Player 3.
800 miles in diameter, the Caloris Basin is a feature of this innermost planet.
Player 3. You are correct.
All right, pick again.
In medicine, the person whose organ is removed for transplantation is called this.
Player 1.
That's it exactly. Player 1.
No matter how long its sides are, the angles of this figure always total 180 degrees.
Player 1.
That's it exactly. All right, pick again.
Carbonization of this fuel in an oven produces coke used in blast furnaces.
Player 2.
Right you are.
What'll it be, Player 2?
In 1993, King Hussein celebrated his 40th anniversary as ruler of this country.
Player 3. That's correct.
All right, player 3.
This country's King Alfonso II was known as Alfonso o Gordo, which means Alfonso the Fat.
Player 2.
That's it.
Okay, Player.
It's the family name of Peter the Great and Alexander the First.
Player 3.
That's it, exactly. Player 3, it's your turn.
Oeuf brouillé may sound fancy, but they're simply these items scrambled.
Player 1. Yes, indeed.
Your choice, Player 1.
These little fish are dusted with salt, quick fried, and marinated to make anchois marinés.
Player 1.
You are correct. All right, pick again. Answer, daily double. Player 1, please make your wager.
Named for its pale color, Bombe Dame Blanche is typically made with this ice cream flavor.
Player 1.
That's right. All right, pick again.
Canard rouenné en chemise is the Rouen type of this bird, poached and served in a pig's bladder.
Player 1.
Yes. All right, pick again.
Fraise cardinal are these berries chilled, covered with raspberry puree, and sprinkled with slivered almonds.
Player 3.
That's correct.
It's your turn, Player 3.
A heart with an arrow through it is often used to symbolize this holiday.
Player 1.
You are correct. You're building up a big lead.
All right, Player 1.
A triploid cell has this many times the number of chromosomes as a haploid.
Player 1.
Yes, indeed. All right, pick again.
After a new queen bee emerges from her cell, she goes on a mating flight with these bees.
All right, pick again.
The C that represents this number in Roman numerals may stand for centum.
Player 1.
You are correct. All right, pick again. The answer is a video daily double. Player 1, please make your wager.
A symbol of evil in some cultures, this mythical beast has represented power and fertility in China.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player 1. Right you are.
All right, pick again.
It's the national symbol of Canada.
Player one.
Why, yes. All right, pick again.
It's the term for the and sign used in typing and printing.
Player one.
To be sure. All right, pick again.
These animals were mummified by ancient Egyptians as a tribute to Bast.
Player three.
That's correct. It's your turn, player.
On a visit to the island of Aegea, Odysseus' companions were turned into swine by this enchantress.
Player three.
Right you are. All right, pick again.
It's the collective name for Jason and his companions who sailed in search of the Golden Fleece.
Player one. Correct.
It's your turn, player one.
Echo was in love with this handsome youth, but he was in love with himself.
Player one.
To be sure.
And to finish the board,
This Trojan hero and son of Aphrodite was the subject of a poem by Virgil.
Player three.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
All right, that brings us to the end of the Double Jeopardy.
Let's take a look at the scores.
This is a little anticlimactic, I know, but here goes. Take a look at the category for Final Jeopardy.
travel and tourism.
Player three, could we have your wager, please? Player two, your wager, please. Player one, please make your wager. All right, here's the answer. Good luck.
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player three, your question? Very good. Now, what was your wager? That takes you into second place. Player two, your question. Oh, sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost. Yeah, you'll get them next time. Player one, let's take a look at your question. That's right. And your wager was? That puts you in the lead.
Congratulations, Player One. You're the Jeopardy champion.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy!